Peter!
Mike!
So presumably by this point, we have released 2 new episodes in less than 2 years.
Yeah, I think we're really ramping up the release schedule.
I know. All right. I would say I don't feel fully settled in it yet.
No, me neither. I think that we need to get into a rhythm again. Oh God, I've said the magic words, haven't I? We need to get into let's get into it.
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 So let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. All right. So
now I just want to explain something that the last time, the first episode we recorded, Mike put up this montage.
The first episode this week. Last week.
Last week. Whatever.
Not ever.
Adventures in AI episode.
Oh, I don't.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's set in stone now, man. I'm sorry.
I do not like it.
I've done the thumbnails and everything. So we used, if you're not following along, we used to have this joke about Mike saying, "Let's get into it." And so now he's been collecting YouTube videos where they have that at the beginning and has created some kind of horrifying monster of intros like that. And
so
I didn't hear the audio last time.
Yeah, Peter,
but now I know what it's like.
Anybody who's watched YouTube, apparently except for you, is aware of this trend. I think YouTubers, actually, I don't think that is true. The reason I did it was to mock people who did it, because you could not watch a YouTube video without somebody saying, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
As I now have demonstrated with my second montage. The one today was a different montage from before, because I've collected, just dozens and dozens of clips of YouTubers saying, let's get into it.
What have you been doing for the last 2 years? Collecting intros for the next time we record. Yeah.
That's exactly right. Okay, so what is our next adventure in AI?
Adventure in AI.
Hate it.
I love it. It's perfect.
I'm sticking with the not so intelligent update.
I quite like that. That's good. I didn't share that with
well, because we did like the not so political updates and not so intelligent update. I think is my vote.
So I have a little story to tell, which I just thought was interesting. I wanted to share.
Oh, sorry. Can I say one more thing?
No. Okay.
Okay.
Go on. No, what is it?
For our regulars, the Discord server, which I think there might still be a link to in the comments.
There is, but it was broken.
We are shifting the focus a little bit toward the AI stuff, a little bit away from the security and privacy stuff, because I never cared about it. And I think Peter's finally given up. I think I won on that, really. Is that true? Oh, I did beat you.
I'm just not going there yet.
Okay.
Okay.
The world has beaten us into submission. So we're going to talk about AI for a little while here.
Actually, I think in an upcoming episode, I have some things to say about AI and cybersecurity, but just not so. Okay, so I have a little story that a friend of mine shared with me, and I want to set the stage. This is a guy who's been into machine learning and AI for a long time, and even started a whole company where he built an AI agent. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but at one time, I don't know if they're still doing it, but NVIDIA was selling a machine that had something like, it was purpose-built for AI. It was something you could run at home. You could have up to like 192 gig of RAM, shared RAM. So it was like system and graphics RAM, and a bunch of cores and stuff, and fancy chips.
People were doing this with the Mac Minis also for a while, right?
Yeah. So the Mac Minis were like repurposed because they were just good form factor and they were fanless and stuff. And you could stack a whole bunch of them together. This was like a purpose-built machine that NVIDIA was selling. So a thing that you could run at home instead of having like, rack-mounted servers or whatever. And so he'd been playing around with it, and I think gotten a lot of use out of it, actually. And one of the things he was testing it out with it was to give it big jobs to do on like a whole code base. So it's someone who really knows what they're doing. Hi, Adam, if you're watching, by the way. And he told me that one day he came in and he said, right, okay, it's wanted to do a refactor on an entire code base. And it was a big job, and it was tens of thousands of lines of code to be refactoring. And it's like, okay, right, well, specified the prompts all proper really well. Guy who's had a lot of experience with doing this sort of thing. And set it up, kicked it off, and then went to bed. Woke up the next day, had a look, and it had it was great, So it looked all really good, and apparently it had run for 10 hours and completed the refactor. But actually, for the last 2 hours, it had gotten stuck in a loop. Now you can show the thing, right? And this was the output of it. And it said that the plan file is this thing, and it said, the plan file has been read for the 159th time.
Thorough.
Yeah. And it went through the status, and it said, okay, well, this is everything's done. The constraint says move to next task if blocked, but the list is empty. So it was kind of blocked, and it says move to next task if it's blocked, but there's nothing left. And then at the bottom it said, and this is the fascinating thing about it, I think, it says note, infinite loop detected. Directive fires despite plan being 100% complete. No further automated actions possible. Awaiting human intervention or a new plan. And it's just sort of so cool that a code refactoring task was asking for help from a human. It was just like given up. It's like, help. I've read this thing for the 159th time. Help.
So presumably there was some instruction in the plan that told it to keep trying to do something, right?
Yeah, I think that one line, the constraint, is the problem. It says the constraint is move to next task if blocked, but the list is empty, which I think it considers a blocker, I suppose.
I can't perform the next task because there is no next task. Therefore, I will start over.
That, I guess, yeah. No, it says directive claims incomplete tasks exist, but so fact 0 unchecked checkboxes remain. So I don't know. It got confused.
Okay.
And I just thought it was really fascinating, the kind of the human way of holding its hands up and saying help.
It's curious too that it kept rereading the document. I could understand maybe it keeps trying the tasks over and over again. I wonder why it did it think it was going to get, it already had the document in context.
I don't know. Maybe it was trying to see if I suppose at the bottom it said awaiting human intervention or a new plan.
Yeah,
so maybe
that's funny.
That would have changed or something. But yeah, it was,
that is interesting.
Kind of fascinating. I have to say that as a programmer, I often got stuck like this and felt like I was banging my head against the wall. I don't know if you ever have, but
using your actual human intelligence.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway,
it's I've been seeing a lot of examples of just AI doing weird stuff. In fact, the episode that we're going to record next for presumably later this week or maybe 2 years from now, also is an example of AI just I don't know, making shit up. It's coming up a lot, and in business we are increasingly relying on AI to do valuable things. People are generating board reports. People are making investment decisions and using AI pretty heavily. But then every once in a while we kind of see it do something like this and think, should we depend on it like this?
Yeah.
In fact, this next episode addresses that very directly. Yeah, cool. Any final thoughts on this one?
No, just good luck, Adam. It's a good thing that he was using his home system, because that would have been a lot of tokens that for 2 hours of just going in and in for a loop.
Oh, I try to play my dancing robot. I guess I'll have to add it in post. Oh well.